10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Baggy TV. And the big man himself is on the left-hand side, on the top left-hand corner, yeah? Baggy.
All right, mate. How's it going? Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to Chelsea. Congratulations to the team, to the fans, to everyone. I mean, I wasn't nervous at all. You know, it was going to be. It was always going to be a walk in the park. Mason Mount, what a performance, man. Ben Chilwell, what a performance. But for me, Mendy, a great performance by Mendy. I mean, I am so pleased. Burton Ballers, you're late, mate. You're late, Burton Ballers. Man, what's this?
Hey, Max and Dean.
Latest is greatness.
Yeah, man. You know what? I always knew this shirt when I bought it. It was going to do something for us this season, man. I wasn't so sure about buying it, you know.
We've all known each other for probably about 1 or 2 years now. Greatness is just coming to us. It's unbelievable. Everything, transfer ban, Champions League.
Hey,
this is the life.
I should have put a bet on it. I should have put a bet on it. You know what I said? My theory is not a fact. You can't tell me anything. I told you 3 to 4 days after the previous game, it's a win. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And now 2012. I said this on Twitter not too long ago. 2012, number 21. Kalou scored the only goal in the first leg against Benfica. This time, it was Chilwell wasn't the only goal scorer, but he scored, and it was so close to me in the same time. Kalou scored in the 75th minute. This time, Chilwell scored in the 85th minute. So it was so close. But I should put a bet on it. I should put a bet on it.
But Tyrone as well. Another thing, the way that he scored his goal, wasn't that Torres-like?
Yes.
That's
exactly what I said.
Inspiration.
I was just saying that to DJ Sash before you came in, Max. I was just literally just saying that. Yeah. I was thinking,
I said the same thing that the commentator said. I said, and it's I don't remember what I said. I said the same thing that the commentator said when Torres was going down to the goal. I was
Torres is away.
Listen, lads. I've got quite a few people trying to jump in. I'm gonna start rotating. Chelsea, Stan, I'm gonna rotate you with Alex for a little bit. Yeah, mate.
All right, okay, it's fine.
All right, Chelsea, appreciate that, mate. Chelsea, Stan, Alex. I do need to stream now, mate. Hold on 1 second. Go, remove, add. Alex, my main man. What are you saying, man? Tell me how you're feeling, man. Tell me how you're feeling, Alex.
This is an old classic Mourinho performance, you know. Like we dig deep. We you know, what's the saying? Like you know what I mean? It was just like a smash and grab performance, a proper smash and grab. You know what I mean? Look, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of negative things for me to say, but look, man, we defended well. We all expected that. I think too kind of outclassed Porto in a way. You know, he outclassed them. You know, because I think Porto expected us to maybe come out a bit more and play, but actually we actually played them. It's like, go on, gonna take us on, see what you can do to us, and we actually hit them more on the counter and stuff.
There was a little bit of a problem in the first half. I mean, they came at us quite strong. I think after like 15, 20 minutes. They came quite strong, and I was getting worried then. I mean, but to be honest, I like the way that Reece James handled Corona. I mean, I think he built a good immune system. He built up a good immune system, and then we got Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell, who had the vaccine, gets past Corona and just bangs it right in there.
Hey, you know that's so funny. That's so funny. Because before in the preview, I said I hope Chilwell doesn't run away from Corona, and he did the opposite.
Guys, this was a clever performance. This was a very clever performance. I just feel that every player played to instruction today. And Porto came to bully us. They're a bullying side. They're a tough side. They wanted to use their physicality. It didn't work. They wanted to use a few little, tricks. It didn't work. And something about that team I saw today? They're very easily frustrated, and they're always a second away from a red card. And if they're not careful, if we frustrate them in the next game, a couple of them are going to be carded because they don't have temperament. We did very well today because that team's not easy, and we put them in our pocket.
No.
You know what, Bobby? Today I knew what it felt like to be West Brom on Saturday. Yeah. You know what I mean? Looking at the Porto players' faces, it was like our faces just a couple of days ago, man. I'm you know what? I mean, how should I put this? Should we be looking at the next round now, or is it too early?
No, it's too early. Remember, they're going to have their two big players back next year.
That's right.
It's going to be played on a neutral ground as well. So it's not like home advantage. It's going to be it's a weird one because we're both playing on the same ground.
Tonight? Sorry.
We give ourselves a very good chance, really, but you can't take your foot off the pedal. This is the Champions League. The quality in this from this stage onwards is just through the roof. Porto's is a very, very good team, and we made them look average, which has really given me some confidence.
I was impressed with them though. First 20 minutes.
I have two guys in the back room, so I want to rotate. So should I?
I can come out if you want.
I don't mind if you. I can go out if you want me to, Baggy.
I can come out.
I'm gonna ask Tyrone and Bobby to switch out, and then I'll switch you back in. I'm gonna keep on switching people in and out. I mean, whoever's in the back room, stay in there. I will get you in here. So I'm gonna switch Tyrone and Bobby for a little bit, and then I'll bring the rest of the guys back in.
Okay.
All right.
Guys, what I wanted to say is today we weren't that good. We weren't that good in general.
Cruz.
I think we weren't that good today. You know what I mean? We did the right things and we defended well, but there was times where I can see what Tuchel was trying to do. We were trying to pass the ball from the back and then maybe hit from the counter, have Havertz and Werner there. And today Havertz and Werner just weren't up to it. Like even there was times where it couldn't. But today's passing sometimes Kovacic, man, it's just. I think if we go on the market this summer and buy a player who can play those kind of over the top balls and key passes, because we got the pace to the amount of times a day that we could have actually hit them on the counter or had that kind of final pass in the final third to actually kill the game off.
Alex, one thing that surprised me was about the first goal. Who got the assist for that first goal?
Jorginho.
Max.
What a pass.
Exactly.
What a pass.
Yeah.
What a pass.
You know what it was? It wasn't only the pass, it was the body shape of Mason Mount. Because Mason Mount was telling him, he told him where he wanted it. And the turn and shot. That was
guys, let's give Jorginho a credit. Let's give him the credit.
Yeah. Of course.
I'm giving him credit. I'm giving him credit as well. It was a good pass.
It was a great pass.
So, yeah.
Very good.
And and another thing, we broke a record. I mean, Mason Mount's our youngest player to score in the Champions League game at 22 years old as well. You know that.
How about Reece James? No, Reece James.
No, he was not.
Reece James scored. Reece James scored against Ajax.
Yeah, how old was he?
Oh yeah,
remember in the 3-3 draw.
Yeah,
3-3.
Yeah, they were saying it was a 12.
Come on, Alex.
But that was me.
That was the first goal he scored in Champions League.
No,
it was the first goal that he scored in Champions League football.
So. You're right. I remember that now. Yeah, you're right.
To be honest, guys, honest with you, it's all right. To be honest with you guys, there should be negative and positive about this game. I would say from the onset of the game, the starting lineup from Tuchel was not right. To be honest with you, it was not right. It was sloppy pass in the first 10 to 15 minutes. So many sloppy pass. They were slow on the ball. The targets were not being fed from the midfield. It was like a sideways pass. It was very boring for the first 15 minutes. I don't know if that's how you guys saw it. What do you guys think?
I thought it was pants tonight. He was pants.
Yeah, I think.
They schooled in the first 15 minutes. They took us to school. You know, I thought they were exceptional in the first. We couldn't get out, so. And I just thought it was a matter of time before they scored. The goal that we scored was against the run of play.
Yeah, I said.
Now
that
look at the last.
Look
at the last 15 minutes. Look at the last 15 minutes of the game. Look at the players that he brought in, like Christian Pulisic. Those players that I was thinking they're going to start the game so they can open up the defense of FC Porto. Well, it looks like we were soaking pressure and then trying to hit them on the break. But not most of the time, the long balls that we were kicking in from Christensen were not hitting the target. They were not going the right way. So you can tell that was the game plan from Thomas Tuchel right from the onset of the game. What do you guys think?
Pulisic was never going to start there because I think he was always going to bring him on for about 15-20 because of the injury that he's carried. I didn't think he was still started yet.
But it could have been free as well if he shot hit the ball.
I want to ask Max the question. Max, how do you rate? And I know I don't want to be negative here, but I think it might have been a tactical thing. But how do you rate Werner and Havertz's performance this evening?
Yeah, not great today. Not great. Both of them were just off the pace for me. And I was just saying that I'd like to see Havertz be a little bit more aggressive at times. And, you know, Werner's still low on confidence. There was one comical moment when he actually tackled himself when he was actually going down the wing.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. And you know what? Is good.
I want to ask you something. That opportunity that came to Ben Chilwell when he scored, do you reckon had that fallen to Werner?
No, I don't think he would have scored it.
He would have. If he would have scored,
hit the post. That's where he would have.
Nah,
he wouldn't have scored.
If he'd got round the goalkeeper and did what Chilwell did,
he wouldn't have got round the goalkeeper though. He'd have probably shot it before he got round the goalkeeper. Chilwell showed a lot of composure, didn't he? To do that.
Baggy, please. I'll be leaving. I know that the guys in the backstage wants to jump in. I want to make a short recording on my studio, and then when I'm done, I don't know how long you guys are going to be here, but I just want to jump in and help out. So please, I want to go back and then do a little bit of a recording, and then
mate.
We'll see. If you guys are still here, I'll still join you.
Alex,
Alex,
look forward to it.
Yeah, Alex, please. I'm gonna need you here on Friday, so I'll let Baggy send you guys a message so you guys can join me here on Friday. I'm gonna go live. So
all right,
I'll need that. All right, I'll join you guys back later.
All right, take
care,
bro.
Take care, bro.
Yes,
thank
you. I'll bring in the Chelsea stand. He's been waiting for a little bit, so I'll bring him in now.
Yeah, I just wanted to say quickly. I don't want to stay on too long as well, but I just think tonight it was amazing. I'm happy with the result. I think the team was solid, but I'm always the pragmatic one. I just think Havertz and Werner's performance tonight is if that game goes a different way, it's almost unforgivable. I mean, when we win, it looks good and it comes off, but honestly, some of the lack of aggression, I don't know who mentioned, I think it was Max.
Yeah, I said, yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's to the ball. I mean, the main thing when you're not in the game, the one thing you see the big players do, the guys who want to take control, I think it's a personality thing. You have to drop deep and influence the game somehow. And Havertz just looks so content in just jogging around, and there's no change of body language. There's not even a little petulant foul to show that he's not getting in the game, and I'm annoyed. He just really content with being a passenger. I don't know how everyone else sees it. And I don't want to get onto too much because I'm personally not happy with both of them. I don't even want to start with Werner, but Havertz in a Champions League quarterfinal, that's an unforgivable performance, and it's not from his talent because we all know he's talented, but he has to try to go and influence the game. He has to, if the ball's not coming to you, drop in a few yards, pick it up, say to Werner, come play a bit closer. Let's try and link up. Let's influence this game for the first half an hour. I said it before as well. They will attack us. They will try to put their stamp on the game. And we were lucky with that one chance, a piece of magic from Mason Mount. But if that first goal doesn't go in from Mason Mount, it could have been a different game. And luckily, he made the subs earlier than maybe I thought he would. I thought he'd leave it later. But if they had came off at halftime, the both of them, it would have been too early, too late. I think they were just absolutely unforgivable today, and I'm worried because the more we go on in this tournament, we have a chance. And if we allow ourselves to this project make it right by any cost, because I can see they're going to be great, that could cost us a Champions League run, because we can't keep this whole faith in something that's not working. There's no way you tell me Pulisic comes on, first 10 minutes he beds in. I know when they came on initially, the first 10 minutes, Giroud and Pulisic, they weren't really in the game. But after a few minutes, they warmed up. He smashed the post. Giroud's holding up the ball. We look like a team again. But for me, it's just, it's not good enough. In the Champions League quarterfinal, I'm still a bit annoyed about that. I know we won, I'm happy, but I'm still a bit frustrated in the performances.
I would say, though, he wasn't good enough, but I think today's passing to both of them wasn't even good enough either.
Yeah, I agree as
well. No, totally agree.
Kovacic and Jorginho's passing in those areas, in those
Christensen as well.
Even Christensen, today's passing mostly from the back five of Chelsea.
He kept putting long passes on.
Yeah,
he kept hitting long passes.
Do you not think when a player? But do you not think when?
It was a very small margin of the pass. You know, it was like if it came off, Havertz could have headed it and take a touch, and then the whole pitch was wide open. The amount of times we had opportunities where we only had two defenders. We had two strikers like Werner and Havertz against the two defenders because they pressed us so much. So
but there was a chance where I don't know if you guys remember. I think Reece James or someone swung a ball in, and it was just Werner and Havertz in the box. And Werner jumps like a half a second too early, and he heads it over. If he just has a bit of composure, if he has a bit of composure, he just nods it in. He can see the whole picture. So it was a bit frustrating.
That would have been.
Sorry, lads. You see, we can summarize it like this. We can say that Porto were technically better than us today, but Chelsea tactically were better than Porto today. You see, the thing is this. I personally think that Havertz and Werner played poorly, or at least the performance wasn't easy on the eye, but they did what Tuchel asked them to do. Okay, they made it hard for the opposition to start their counter-attacks. You see, most of the attacking possession that Porto had wasn't built up from the back. It was from midfield. It was us losing the ball or us putting pressure on ourselves. It wasn't a dominating performance by Porto, and they had spells, but generally Chelsea had more possession. Chelsea had more control of the game, and I think Havertz and Werner, their performance was a little bit. I don't know. I mean, they've done better in the past. They've done worse in the past. I'm not sure if what they did today was asked of them, rather than a bad performance. Because once Pulisic came on and Giroud came on, we didn't really see that much difference in regards to the way they were playing. I think it was a tactical thing rather than just a bad performance. I don't know. It's just the way I say it.
We also have to bring in fact that we won this game tonight only by two pieces of brilliance. We didn't win this game because we did a good piece of. It was two pieces of brilliance. One goal from Mason Mount and the dribbling from cover. Yes, okay. Corona made a mistake. Who looks a really good player, but two individual brilliance is that have won us the game tonight. Chil was dribbling and Mason Mount shooting. So we need to take that into fact. If we didn't have those, then maybe our opinions on this game might have been different. But look, it worked out. Let's stop looking at the negative.
Stop the negative.
It should have been three bits of brilliance though, because
do you think we played our defensive game?
Do you know, Cruz, what you're talking about, the header? Yeah. Did you see the move leading up to that though? The move leading up to that. Had we scored, that was a brick because we beat the press. Yeah. And then the way that we played the ball out from the press, then back to front. All the Sarri guys would have been creaming themselves over that move because it was just that. And then the cross came in, and had that header gone in, that would have been for a team goal. That would have been superb. But it was just in stages that we were playing. It wasn't great over the 90.
Yeah, I just think I'm more frustrated with the opportunities that we have, and that there's such a big big. This is probably one of the years for us. We've had a tough time in Europe, and at the start of the season, I had said for us it's a Champions League run, and I know it might sound weird, but I didn't really necessarily say we're going to challenge for the league or top 4. Or I just really wanted some respect back in Europe because we've done really good in Europe over the past 10 years. So I just wanted to, getting battered by Bayern Munich last year. I just thought, let's go on a run, let's see what we can do, and let's get some sort of a bit of respect back. So I'm seeing how close we are to a semi-final, and then just thinking for that first few minutes where I was watching the game and I thought, these boys haven't touched the ball yet, and it's a Champions League quarter-final. It's just not what I'm used to, so that's probably where the frustration comes from. But
look,
it probably is a bit too
playing bad. We won a game 2-0 playing bad. Imagine if we play just a bit better. So
but I think against a better side, you don't get that. You don't get that hindsight, and that you go 1-0 down, 2-0 down, you get chance, you don't score. They score 3. The tie's over. That's my worry in the bigger games. Even in the league as well. And once we go Real Madrid, they were on fire. Vinny, Benzema, it's one chance they go a goal up, and you don't have a way back. So
we don't start like that against Real Madrid. Otherwise, we're out of the tie in the first minute.
Out of the tie,
And to be fair, Cruz, we did actually hit the crossbar from Pulisic as well, mate. That could have been 3-0.
That was crazy. That shot
as well. And then I don't know, you guys were talking about Havertz earlier on. Did you see his first pass in the first half? The ball across the area, no one was there to tap it in.
Yeah,
I don't know if you were. That was another one.
I remember that one.
So again,
you're talking about the one as well.
No, the one with Havertz. He had the ball and he hit it.
He squared it back across.
Squared it, and no one was there to tap the ball into the net.
We need to talk about Reece James, man. Reece James is
Reece James.
He's excellent.
His performance,
excellent, man.
Brilliant performance.
Tonight, both of them. Reece James, both of them, and not just Chilwell's goal. Even before Chilwell's goal, if he keeps performing like this, Alonso's never going to get into the team. Just keep perform, be consistent, and you're going to stay in the team. Even Reece James, I think both of them were really, really good tonight. I think besides Mount,
I said something at the start.
I said something at the start. I think Tyrone's in the back. I think he wants to jump in. I'll jump out, guys. But have a good evening. Take care, man.
Okay, take care, Chris. Nice chatting to you, bro.
All right, good. Appreciate it, mate. Cheers, mate.
Alex, what you're saying about the fullbacks, excellent, because both of the Porto wingers are tricky players. And Corona's a very. And it looks impressive actually. So but we handled them really well.
Mariga was the one. Mariga, he had some big chances, even penalty incidents as well.
We were lucky.
Yeah,
that was nowhere near a penalty.
To be honest
but there's like those 3-4 chances that he had. I was scared at that time. What are they doing? I don't know. Why are you making that silly challenges for? The first two are good, but that one I just thought, if they gave it. Oh my!
And you think it was a penalty, Chelsea stand? Because that wasn't. He made the most of it. Aspilicueta hardly touched him.
No, not that one. The other one. This one, no, I wouldn't give that. Of course not.
Which one?
The other one. Do you remember when?
You know what? We've seen them given though. We've seen them given, so it was dangerous. It was dangerous.
Yeah.
But they're gonna give everything at us at the second.
I don't know what Chelsea stand is talking about because I didn't see any other penalty appeals. Which one are you talking about?
The Christiansen one.
Christensen on who?
Yeah. When you went for a tackle.
No, that was a good tackle. That was a good tackle.
It was a good tackle. Yeah. Didn't even look at that.
I don't know. I don't know.
But
it's good that we still got the win if he didn't give it.
Chelsea stand. I'm gonna have to rotate you, mate. I'm gonna have to rotate you. Bobby's in the back. All right, mate. Appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for being here. Welcome to the show, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, guys. I was enjoying some of the post-match from Tuchel and so on. Look, I'm a bit different today. There's a lot of criticism that I understand. I know some of the passing was off, and I know that Havertz and Werner were quite frustrating. But there's nothing that happened today that surprised me. Nothing. Even the way we started. We tend to forget that we had players who were still recovering from the international break, whether you want to admit it or not. It's true. And that's why they didn't. A lot of these players that we thought would start didn't start. Tuchel gave them minutes that he thought they could play. That's why he brought on Thiago Silva so late. And considering that we beat a very, very good team 2-0, I'm quite happy with that at the moment. We've shown that we can do better, and we've shown that we are a threat. Now, are we better than the likes of PSG, Real Madrid? Well, time will tell if we ever get to meet them. But I don't think we should be scared of them, especially if we don't have another international break to disturb us.
I think the only difference, not the only difference, but one of the main differences is that they've got goal scorers. So if Mbappe today bangs in 2 goals, you've got Benzema and Vinicius Jr. at Real Madrid. We just need. I'll be more confident going into a semi if we get there, because I'm not taking anything for granted. If one of our strikers starts to hit a bit of form between now and the semis, someone who we can rely on, I say, yeah, we've got a chance. But I don't know. Can't see it.
Yeah, I want to say the 2 things quickly. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is when I watched your video, Burton Ballers, about Tammy, you mentioned something about with Tammy and Kai against Barnsley, and it's not what I realized that it's not only those 2 players, because everybody has been inconsistent. It happened like with Werner against West Brom. He made that run, he made that pass, and it didn't go anywhere. When he passed to Hakim Ziyech, and he passed it to Pulisic. Now, the inconsistency, what I'm talking about, is you don't see them do things like that. If Werner continues to do those things and those passes, then Chelsea would score more goals. Also, Bobby said it not too long ago about the passes and how they're recovering from the international. We can't forget as well that some of those players actually played against West Brom as well. So I wasn't really expecting the passing to be good. And also the second thing is, I mean, this game wasn't the best game, but most of the persons that were pointing out the negatives, it actually made me feel like we actually lost the game. But
Taiwan, let me just jump in here for a second. You see, pointing out negatives is not a bad thing.
No,
because
I'm not saying that.
It's for us. It's how can we build on this result? Because Porto in the next game, they're going to be stronger. They're going to be more determined. And today we saw that Porto were dangerous. They were dangerous. I'm not going to say we were lucky.
They had more attempts as well.
Yeah, we played well, and we got the result that we deserved. But I think we need to be careful and not to let this result go to our heads. I want to address this comment here about Hakim Ziyech.
I didn't just finish my question. My sentence. All right.
No, I'll give you a chance to get back in here. In regards to Hakim Ziyech, lads, Hakim Ziyech wasn't brought on because of the yellow card that he has. Hakim Ziyech, he had been brought on in the second half as a sub, and get him booked, we would have lost him for the next game. So I think Tuchel tried to play it safe and kept him for the next game. That's why he didn't play. I don't think there's anything else to read into that. And Tam, I'm sorry for cutting you off, mate. Carry on.
Yeah. That's kind of something small. But anyways, I was actually saying that it reminded me of the Atletico game. The first time the Atletico game was better than this game, the first leg, but we weren't the best in the first leg. So I mean, if we can do what we did in the second leg and be more stable in the midfield, the passes are better, which I think over time it will get better, because I think the defeat against West Brom, some of them are still recovering from that. The 2 of the players that played are also recovering as well from the defense. So, I mean, and I wasn't saying that pointing out the negative was actually something bad or something. I was actually saying like the tone, like it was like more of like we lost the game or we almost won the game. But again, there was a lot of negatives in the game. We were not the better team. We had more possession, but we had small amount of attempts. And I personally think that it's the formation still and I think it's the way the team is set up. But I mean, we're winning games, so I can't complain.
I prefer to play rubbish and win, than good and lose.
Like look what happened to Juventus. Juventus tried to play better football, but they end up losing. You know what I mean? Who wants to W? You know, even I'll play the most ugliest football ever in my life, but if we get a win, like, you know what I mean, I'm still happy. You know, at the end of the day, we still got through. So
not yet. We've got. We're nearly.
I had to laugh. I had to laugh at the Porto manager because.
I
had to laugh at the Porto manager because he compared us to Juventus. Yeah, he just compared us to Juventus, so I had to laugh. And his reactions to when the goal scored.
In what way? In what way did he compare us to Juventus?
He said something about in the I think it was the game after we found out who we drew Porto. He said that we faced Chelsea. They're nothing far from Juventus. We can go there and get a result, something like that.
I heard him say something about the result against West Brom. He said something along the lines of, "I'm worried that they lost so badly because now they have a point to prove. They're going to have to do that against us." Something along those lines. Listen, another day. For me, I want to compare myself to the next challenge. This challenge isn't over yet, but we need to start looking a little bit ahead and look at Real Madrid, because it looks like Real Madrid are going to go through. And looking at the way they were playing the way they were playing yesterday, I'm kind of concerned that do we have what it takes to beat them? Because right now they look tough. And the fact that Ramos and Varane were missing, and they still played the way they did, you know, it makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, but look, on any day, Chelsea can be anyone. You know?
I was going to say.
So I think Liverpool's defense was a bit dodgy, so I don't know. But yeah, look, the one thing I think if we played Real Madrid, that would be very, very obvious is their passing, and because I watched the game last night, and Kroos and Modric passing, like compared to ours, is if we had Kroos and Modric in this team, oh my god. We would be beating teams 5-6-0 because so you know, look, we can win, we can be any team on our day, trust me, we can have good performances, but it's going to be hard.
I think we're one good midfielder short. I mean, I personally rate Kovacic. I rate Kovacic and I rate Mason Mount. Jorginho, I'm not so convinced. He has some good games, then he has a couple of bad ones. Today he had a decent game, but I think we need to upgrade on Kovacic.
I'm not.
Sorry, on Jorginho.
I think Kovacic is good. Don't get me wrong, but with Kovacic, I still think that he just needs to improve on that passing. You know, the dribbling and everything else is decent, but his passing, his weight of pass needs to improve for me.
I'm shooting.
I'm going to stay positive.
Actually, to make a 2-yard pass.
So I'm going to stay positive today because we won, and I looked for a reaction, and the boys gave me that reaction, or gave us that reaction.
Yeah.
I just think, you know, it's very difficult, especially at this level and at this stage, to look beyond the next game. You know, Real Madrid looked frightening yesterday, and, you know, quite rightly, people have pointed out that Liverpool's defence wasn't that great. And I also think a lot of people have sussed out Liverpool because some of the things Real Madrid were doing to Liverpool reminded me of what we did to them when we beat them 1-0 at Anfield this season. Yeah. So they've been kind of sussed, and they are missing some key defensive players. But that aside, all sorts of things conspire towards any team before any match. Between now and, please God, a semi-final in the Champions League, goodness knows what would happen. Some of our players may find form. You know, some of their players may lose form. You know, things happen in football. I don't know. Should we be scared of Real Madrid? I'm not sure we should. You know, we should respect them. Of course, they're a fantastic team. Can we beat them? Yeah, on our day, I think we can. You see, you're only as good as what's in front of you. And we dealt with what was in front of us today in Porto. Who's to know if Real Madrid would have even been able to beat Porto today? You know, you never know, because that team, I keep saying it, they are a very, very good team. And we made them look average. And that's Tuchel and his tactics. And one thing I like about Tuchel is that he's really good at using the depth of his squad. Definitely we're one midfielder short, but we can't do anything about that till the summer. So he knows how he keeps turning over what he's got. And so far, he's been getting the best out of what he's got. I don't even look at that West Brom game. I just think all sorts happened for that result. And, you know, it's happened. It's gone. We're back to normal. And we should build from here.
Clean sheet, yeah.
Yeah, clean sheet professors. We are called the clean sheet professors.
That's it.
Yeah. No, lads. I don't want us to come across negative. We're trying to be realist here, but the performance. You know, if you had told me this performance was going to happen today and this was what was going to happen today, I'd have taken it. I'm really pleased. I'm really happy, and I think this is something we can build on. And moving forwards, you know, right now. The emphasis is on Porto to turn it around, because all we got to do is turn up and put in a good performance, and we should be in the next round. 2 away goals is big. I mean, for them to beat us, they're gonna have to score 3, because 2 would take it to penalty shootout. So you know, I can't see us conceding 3 goals. It's not who Tuchel's Chelsea is, you know. I mean, yeah, we had a blip, but I think we're back to our normal way.
Yeah, another point I want to make.
A very important tactical thing about Porto. Their 2 centre backs are really slow, and they're going to have to come out against us, and then we'd be able to get behind them. Definitely Pepe's best days are behind him. The other guy that plays with him, I don't know his name, but he's not that fast.
Mbemba.
Yeah. I mean, they're very physical, but then they're not fast.
He used to play for Newcastle, didn't he, that guy? Yeah, just another point. I want to make as well with regards. Obviously, we've been giving Havertz a hard time, but the commentator made a good point on BT Sport where I was watching it, where because he was playing like as a false 9 and he was kind of dropping deep, he was taking the Porto defender with him. Which, if you notice, Reece James had a lot of space down that right hand side to exploit, and they were saying that they didn't expect those sort of tactics. You know, if Giroud was there, it would have been a kind of different way that they set up defensively, but because of his off the ball movement, it enabled us to execute those tactics quite well.
Reece James is a serious player. We should be so proud of that talent. He's awesome. Honestly, Reece James, goodness knows. Can you imagine where he'll be in about 5 years' time?
Yeah,
you
know what? He is a specimen of he had a bit of a blip with earlier on in the season, but that's to be expected with a young player. But he's got the physicality. Everything. He makes the game look so easy, doesn't he? Everything he does.
Tuchel is talking now.
Okay. You know what? 3 players that, well, it's 4 players. For me, 4 players that really shone or showed some great promise today and had a really good performance. Mendy in goal. Reece James, English lad.
Nice. Yeah.
Ben Chilwell, English lad. Mason Mount, English lad. It's been a while since Chelsea. It's been a while since Chelsea had good English talent coming through. And if you look at them, apart from Ben Chilwell, the other 2 lads are from the academy. So. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that.
Yeah.
Can I make a point on that really quickly? Because I was having a debate earlier. I think it was the Green Turf actually, and some other people, where they were saying that we don't give our youngsters enough opportunities. But I don't have a chance to respond there. But I'm saying if It's not only talent, because you can have all the talent in the world. It's all about talent, attitude, and the will. And with Mason Mount in particular, he was always going to make it at Chelsea, because not only is he a talented player, he had that determination to succeed. And then you're seeing that with Reece James as well. So if you are good enough, you're going to get opportunities.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll throw Hudson-Odoi in that as well, because I don't think we've seen the end of him as yet. I think he'll have a huge part still to play between now and the end of the season. Plus, if we're obviously going to get far in the Champions League competition as well as the FA Cup, he'll have a huge lot to play, a huge part to still play for me. So, yeah.
Well,
Callum has lots to give.
We've given ourselves an excellent chance, but I can't. I won't even go there. I just think the next leg we've got to be well prepared, and we can beat them. Once we beat them and get to the semis, well, anything can happen. Honestly,
for sure.
Yeah, I think we can beat Porto on the next leg, but our only problem is, look, Liverpool. I mean, we shouldn't be scared of Real Madrid. They're not thing to be scared of. From what I see, the game from Real Madrid and Liverpool give the Real Madrid all the chance to be able to play that long balls from the back, cruise to right behind of the back four, Liverpool back four, because Real Madrid realized that Liverpool back four is very naive and they're very young, young defenders in there. So what they always doing is they were just logging the ball there, and Liverpool were supposed to see this from the onset and stop that, because they were pressing high, and you have a young defenders in your back four. So why do you keep doing it? You couldn't stop it from beginning to the end. And Klopp was still doing the same thing. I don't think that's going to happen with Chelsea. Chelsea's not going to give that much time and room for Toni Kroos to be able to lob in the ball like he did against Liverpool. We have Mason Mount that will keep on pressing high from beginning. So I don't think we're going to have that much difficulties with Real Madrid. So we shouldn't be scared at all.
Great point as well. And Kabak was awful in that game. He had a disaster show. We won't play. We'll play a bit deeper. And they're not going to get those spaces to run in from behind.
I just want to address this comment here by Mason Mount. By the way, Mason Mount, great goal, really, really good goal. Thank you. But listen, lads, everyone in the stream, I normally post a link to the panel via this part of the stream, and it's really the first bunch of guys who get that link and come in. They're the ones that are going to end up on the stream. But I don't want to add anybody else on the stream now, because we're going to be concluding the stream in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So next time you're in, make sure you listen. You're welcome. Next time you're in, click on the link, and I'll be more than happy to have you in the call in. Blue Cloud, go ahead, mate. You're on mute, Blue Cloud.
He's talking to someone, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. So
go ahead.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative here or something, but obviously we've been winning games quite well, and our players in general haven't had.
Yeah, I'll come and take over.
We haven't had those games where like you will see a player like, oh, brilliant from that player, and then I don't know. At the moment, we're just coasting for games, we're winning games, but it's not like I don't know.
We don't have any exceptional talents. Real. There's Eden Hazard.
At the moment, I feel like we're winning games. We've won, but at the moment, it's just that this whole thing is like I feel like we're just winning games. We're not really. I don't know. It's just like it's weird. We're just kind of just going through coasting and just end up just nicking and winning the game. But I don't know. It's just sometimes I'm a bit like I've got like a bad.
Alex.
Yeah.
What you're trying to say is this. We're winning games, but we're not making it look easy. We're doing it. We're getting the results, but it's one of those nervy kind of situations. You'd rather see us winning and making it look like it's enjoyable, like it's easy, like and Man City would be doing it.
Oh yeah.
That would happen. That would happen. But right now we're a work in progress. We need.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe I don't know. Next season things will look different. But right now, I mean, we have the players. We just need to get them to gel and get them to play good together. I mean, lads, don't forget, Tuchel has only been here a little while.
Yeah.
And he came in mid-season. And he had to implement a system, implement a style, literally 24 hours after he turned up to the club. So we've got to be happy with what we're seeing right now with Tuchel and keep positive, keep staying positive.
Yeah, and I think part of it as well is that because our attackers are not firing, we've got no attackers on form. Had we had even one of our attackers on form putting chances away, then a lot of the games that we are struggling through or just getting 1 or 2, we'll be winning 4 or 5-0. That's all we need. Because if you look at Tottenham, take away Harry Kane from that side, and they struggle for goals. It's like with other teams as well. Man City are probably the only team we can probably got goal scorers all over the pitch. But if you take out the main goal scorer of a lot of the sides, and they'll struggle.
And Baggy was asking about the next stage of this competition. I'm just looking at Palace right now. To be honest, we need to know.
Baggy's got a Palace shirt on.
And also let me add this to the ingredients that you guys already have. What I see is the reason why that it doesn't look so rosy, or it doesn't look so sexy when we win. And when we win the game, I think most of the time it has to do with the midfield that we have. The midfield are not that much creative. That creativity is not coming. Look at the pass. Look at the pass that Jorginho gave today. It's the kind of pass that we've been waiting and hoping for so many months since he's been there. He's always not being, bold enough to be able to give that amount of pass. You have Kai Havertz. If you guys have really seen the way he turns around when he receives passes like that, you guys say, look, if Jorginho or Kovacic are able to give Kai Havertz or Mason Mount that kind of pass all the time, I bet you we're going to get a lot of goals. Because, Kai Havertz, I've watched this guy very well. He's got some beautiful tan. He's got lovely tan that whenever he gets the ball, the way and manner that he turns around with the ball stick in between his 2 legs. You'd be like, you may think he's got something like a magnetic in between his boots, his football boots, but there's nothing there. I've seen the guy, if he gets those kind of balls, man, he will score goals. But the midfield, they're not feeding the attackers that kind of true balls. That is why we're not seeing. That's why we need.
I want to ask you guys a question. Sorry, DJ. I want to ask you guys a question. At the start of the season, I said this a couple of times. I said Mason Mount is a very good player, but he isn't the kind of player that you would build your team around. Okay. Today, I'm rethinking that statement. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we should be building our team around Mason Mount moving forward, or not? Or is it too early?
I wouldn't. I think at the moment we have a collective of players who play well in different ways position. I think Mount, yes, is good, but we still need to be patient. I think we're still missing 1 or 2 key players that could actually maybe. At the moment, I feel like we're like a gun, but we're without any bullets at the moment. We're just about to shoot, but we're just not there yet. And I think if we're really gonna, but look, answering your question, yes, he can be. At the moment, no. That's why I would say.
Yeah, it's too early. You build a team around Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo.
Or Eden Hazard.
Or Eden Hazard. You gotta. It's too early for Mount. Mount is proving himself to be a very, very valuable player, but to start talking about us building a team around him, he's got a way to go yet.
Yeah, I believe. I agree with that. It's a bit too early. I believe.
The thing is, the football that we're playing, it's good. We're playing good football. Like, imagine if we had three world class or really good on form wingers and strikers, we would be doing so well. And maybe having that one creative, having that one midfielder like a Modric in the midfield.
That's
you know
our problem.
Like
that's what we're looking for.
You know what I mean? We just.
Or assist Fabregas.
Just one or two things that
definitely
will have a major impact, not in a very small margin. We're so close to getting that, but at the moment we're just obviously winning games.
Who's this Brazilian lad we're getting?
Menino. The Menino guy, he's very good. Yeah, he's very creative and very versatile.
So, look out next season.
We're also
definite though. Is that definite at the moment? What's the latest on that?
It's looking good.
It's looking good. It looks like the deal's going to be done. And we're also linked with We're also linked with an Ajax midfielder today as well. I read as well. I think he's 18 years old. He's 18. He's one for the future though.
We need someone for the now.
Loan players. Those are the loan players. Loan academy.
Something Gravitson or something his name is. I was reading it today.
Would you guys sign up Corona? Would you get him?
Oh no way! No more Corona. No more Corona.
He's just
we got too much of the virus. We got too much of the virus.
You know what? Corona didn't impress me today. He didn't impress me at all.
Really?
Yeah.
He was doing he was doing panas to Chilwell.
Chilwell block everything.
Man. Listen. This kind of play, this kind of style in the Premier League ain't gonna get you nowhere. I mean, and it did get them nowhere today against Chelsea. So it might look good, it might look attractive, but end of the day, it's what works, what wins in matches. He didn't impress me.
And then he made one mistake, so actually,
no more Corona. I was like, no more Corona. No more Corona. Yeah. We already got too much of the virus here. So.
Let's put Corona behind us and move forward, man.
Okay.
But listen, we were talking about Porto in the second leg here. For me, even though people say they need to score, but I tell you what, we're going to score in that game as well. Second leg, we're going to score. So even if they do get a goal back, we're going to definitely score in that game as well. So it's going to be a long way back for them. So as much as they might come back into the game, maybe, I still think we're going to score against them as well.
And it's not going to be that easy for them to score goals.
No.
Because you can tell we got Rudiger still there. Erratic Rudiger.
And I think Thiago Silva will come back for that game as well.
Like, today we weren't that really good on the count. We played well on the counter, but we could be better. And today
definitely.
we defended well. So obviously they have two players who are. So the two players they were missing today score almost over 40% of their goals. We need to remember that, like Oliveira and the other guy.
Tielemans.
Yeah. So we need to remember that. But
what's 40% of zero? I'm saying they score 40%. So what?
It's still.
It doesn't mean to say they're going to score. It's
it's true. But anyways, it is true. But I guess what I'm just trying to say is like today, I think they could have maybe nicked one or go there and there, but we were quite solid. If we had those two players in there, maybe it could have been different. But the one thing with Porto, you can tell they play with passion. They're kind of that dogged.
Yeah. They've always been.
You can tell they got like this kind of aura about them. So we need to be careful to make them. I feel like that kind of team who like depression, and we need to like look. It was a very well, experienced performance tonight. We really controlled the game really well. To be honest, I think we controlled.
Yeah. The game really well. I want to make a statement. Tell me if it's a fair statement or not. Normally the. Normally, the defense kind of protect the goalkeeper, but today the goalkeeper protected the defense.
100% today.
He was superb today.
Excellent, absolutely excellent. From the corner kick as well. From that corner as well.
The corner.
That was going in. That was going in. Yeah.
That's a difference from a commanding goalkeeper and a goalkeeper who is always scared, who is always scared and wants to be in the goalpost. That's the difference between Mendy and Arrizabalaga. Because Mendy is commanding. He's always coming out for any 50-50 balls, and when he comes out, definitely he's going to get his hands on it. Arisa Balaga stays in there. He wants the defenders to do everything in the air. That's why you get a long reach. Yeah, that's why you get a long hands to be able to go for the ball.
Look out. The biggest thing about this,
yeah,
this performance came on the back of 5 goals conceded in the last game.
Do you know what?
Right, so that shows. Yeah.
But you know,
that's big. That's big.
You know, I think it's like the 88th minute where the ball's come in and he's taken the ball at his highest point.
Yeah.
Remember at the end?
Yeah.
And cast your mind back to last season. Who was it against where they were saying Liverpool, wasn't it? Get back.
Yeah. It was Aspen shouted him, I think it was.
Yeah. No,
guys, did you guys see the third goal from Kylian Mbappe? Mbappe, the third goal. Did you guys see it? That's the player you need. That is the player you need. We need. That is the player. Not Haaland.
Listen.
Beyond possible.
10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes here. I want to talk about something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lukaku, Aguero, Mbappe, Haaland.
Man.
Let's talk about these guys for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Personally, I want to see Lukaku and Aguero come in next season.
Lukaku and Aguero.
Wait, Lukaku and Aguero.
Over Haaland and Mbappe.
No.
Over Haaland and
Mbappe?
No.
No. I don't think we're gonna get Haaland or Mbappe.
Okay.
So I want to see these 2 guys come in. You see, Haaland.
You want to give the Chelsea medical staff a lot of work.
Listen, they get paid enough. They get paid enough.
Yeah. According to Football Terrorist, I'm not sure. He reckons he's got some sources or something, and he says it was favourites for Haaland. Manchester United out of the race and were the favourites. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
But if he's offered it, I can't see us paying 600,000 a week for his wages at all.
That's the thing. That's a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
That puts too much pressure on him.
Lukaku's got unfinished business at Chelsea, so I think he'll come with a point to prove. And a lot of the Premier League,
enough though?
I think he is. A lot of the Premier League has written him off. I think he's gone fine-tuned his game. I've watched a lot of him this season at Inter.
Me too.
And he's been worked on by Conte. He's worked on his game a lot, and he's a different player. Don't think about the player that was at Manchester United. That's not the Lukaku that you'll be getting. And I'm with Baggy as well. I'll take Aguero on a free, because Giroud looks like he's definitely going. So we've got that experience, that know-how. Somebody who's won titles before, and I just think those 2 will get us the goals that we lack.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rubbish talk of Aguero to Tottenham, which I find hilarious, to be honest with you. I do. It could be a swap deal involving Harry Kane, maybe, if he's thrown into the fray.
But he's on a free, so he can go where he wants.
I'll tell you another player thrown into the fray for Chelsea. He's probably not even come into the fray, but I've heard of talks with him, and he's a very good player. There's a guy called Jonathan David at Lille. He's a Canadian striker.
He's
what a baller he is! He's another one. He's another one. We can't get out of the targets.
Who was that guy Chanaloglu from AC Milan also?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh yeah, the attacking midfielder.
The Turkish dude.
He's on a free, isn't he?
His free kicks. His free kicks are wicked, aren't they? I've seen.
So Baggy, I'm going to
answer. FIFA,
Baggy, I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer your question.
Go on, mate.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm still going to give. I'm going to take. It's going to be between Aguero and then Lukaku. I'll definitely go for Aguero. I'll leave Lukaku. I'll give Tammy Abraham time to work his way out to develop, because I see something good in Tammy. It's just that he hasn't got that much muscles to be able to bully defenders. That's all he needs. But he's very clinical. If you talk about tapping merchant, real tapping like real Van Nistelrooy, he's just like him. He can tap in balls. He's always there at the right time. So we need to give this guy a chance to be able to develop. Because I've seen him.
Don't you think Tammy Abraham would learn more from Lukaku than he would from Aguero? Because Lukaku is more of a similar type of player to Tammy than Aguero. Aguero's style of play and his the way he scores his goals is different to what Tammy is all about.
But Tammy is very skillful. He's very skillful with both feet. Lukaku is not skillful. He can't even take a man on very well. He always likes to play on the shoulders of defenders. Tammy can do both.
Tammy is more of a target man type of striker, and that's what Lukaku is about.
But he's very good in dribbling. He's very good in dribbling. Defenders. But Lukaku cannot dribble.
Lukaku can dribble.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. You see, the thing is this: Lukaku, what is he? 27, 28? 28. Yeah.
Is he?
So Lukaku coming to Chelsea. He'll be around for 4 years, tops. Okay. If Lukaku comes, I think he would be the ideal role model for Tammy Abraham. Should Tammy Abraham decide to sign his contract? Because right now he's the one who's refusing to extend his contract. So for me, Tammy Abraham will likely be leaving. I personally believe Tammy Abraham will be leaving, purely for the fact that he will probably get a regular start or a regular first team position pretty much in any other club that he'll go to, in the Premier League or in the Championship.
Baggy, I'm going to ask you this question. Would you stay if you were in Tammy Abraham's shoes, will you stay in the football club whilst you know that you're an up-and-coming striker, a developing striker, a future striker, and then yet the football club is looking to buy Haaland for £150 million? Will you commit yourself to the football club? Will you do that?
Not?
That's why he's not signed his contract. He's not going to.
There's no contract negotiations going on right now. Neither will there be till the end of the season. So talk of him signing, not signing, it doesn't exist. The issue will arise at the end of the season, and then we'll know what he's going to do. But at the moment,
won't stay.
And the thing is, isn't he not contracted till 2023 anyway?
Yeah,
he's got.
He's very young.
So
we took up the option, so he's got 2 years left on his contract.
So realistically, in terms of making a decision on his future come the end of the season, he still can stick around if he wants to, with that many years left on his contract. I can understand it was just 1 year and he's not going to get a chance to play. And he goes, okay, I want to go out and play somewhere. Then brilliant, but he's still got like 2 years left on his contract.
Yeah.
So
there's no negotiation. This is all.
I think.
No, but I get that.
I think. Sorry, DJ. I think the whole thing with Tammy Abraham is vague, and right now there is problems going on in the behind the scenes because him being dropped, him not being picked. Tammy Abraham's performances have been a hell of a lot better than Timo Werner's. His goal scoring has been on point when you compare it to Timo Werner. And yet, Timo Werner is starting, and Tammy Abraham, lucky to be on the bench today. I mean, why didn't he give him 5 minutes?
It's true.
Give him some game time.
That's what I've been talking about.
Yeah. Tammy Abraham will believe it. And if I was in his shoes, I would believe it. And the Green Turf said something on Twitter today. They said Tammy Abraham will believe in, and in 3 or 4 years we'll buy him for 250 million. Possible. It's possible. It might happen. You never know. Yeah, I mean, Mohamed Salah.
Alex, you can't say that, Alex. You can't say it's never going to happen.
I know, but.
You don't know, because I was saying that's what we got.
It's true. I don't know, but
and that's why I made a comment on the video I made earlier, and I said that's the dilemma we have. Do we persevere with him and hopefully, because at this moment in time, I still don't think he's the one to lead us to a title, but there's a good striker in there. But do we let him go and then he goes and succeeds somewhere else? And then we say, why did we let this guy go? Similar to
it's true.
Yeah, but the thing is, the one thing we have to. Sorry. The thing is, though, if we let him go to another club, and if he ends up scoring many goals, it still doesn't mean that he will come to us again and actually do the same thing. Because there's a difference from playing to Chelsea to playing for Aston Villa or Leicester. There's a lot of players that would always, when you go to another club, yes, you can score all the goals, but it's all about the mentality of the players and actually playing for a bigger club. And I don't know. Like, I think Tammy Abraham is talented, and I think if hopefully if he say it, but you know what I mean. I just don't see him ever. I don't know. It's just, I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's what we need to actually. What Max said.
What I think. Yeah, what I think is.
Sorry. Just
it's okay. It's okay, Alex. Go ahead. Sorry.
At the moment, we're not that kind of club to give players time. We're not. We've never been, and we can't expect Tammy. Oh yeah, he's 24 now, 24 this year. Oh yeah, let's just wait until he hits 28, and then maybe he'll be good. We can't take that risk. So even with Pulisic at the moment, we don't even know what Pulisic's going to do. We all know he's a great talent, but he has more injuries than his birthdays. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? It's just, that's the dilemma, the problem. And I think Chelsea know, and I think they have to be careful because they've learned the lessons from De Bruyne, Lukaku, Mo Salah and stuff. So yes, but at the same time, is he good right now? No. So
would you throw Timo Werner into that as well, Alex? If you're saying about if we get rid of a player early, this is what I think.
Don't get me started, Timo Werner.
No, bro. I'm just saying that in terms of Timo Werner, because I've said this on several streams. Yeah, listen, there is a player in there. I keep saying it. There is a player there. And
where is he? Where is he? Call him out. Maybe come out, man. Where is he? There's a player in there. Where is he, man? We're looking for him.
All I'm going to say on it is, the reason I'm so with Werner is because the fact that I've watched this, I've seen him. You don't end top scorer in the Bundesliga behind Lewandowski for 2 seasons in a row. I get they're 2 different leagues, bro. I get that.
No, it's not even that. It's just like,
but he needs to be given
the highlights. Yeah, I watched the highlights.
I know what you're going to say about this. I know that it's embarrassing.
All the goals he scored.
He scored 38 out of 90 chances. So.
Just running the goal and just dribbling around the keeper and tapping it in. That's all. That's like literally.
I don't know. I just think we. I just think we just need to be a bit more, because I can honestly see. I mean, even Havertz. If we end up letting Havertz, say even Werner, even Pulisic all go, I can see it all coming back and biting us on the back.
I can see with Havertz.
I really can.
I can see it with Havertz, but I can't.
With Werner, I can't even see any talent.
Yeah.
Come on.
I hope you're right, DJ. DJ, I do hope you're right. I do hope you're right.
It's just like fingers of Timo
But look,
Werner. He's a
hey,
great
listen.
player
Do you know what? When we lost, I tell you guys, when we lost Salah, De Bruyne, and Lukaku, I used to have debates with my dad about this year because he's a massive fan like me, and I said, look, they're the biggest mistakes we're going to make, and they're going to be big mistakes. Like, later on down the lines, they're all going to come back and bite us, and look what's going to happen to all 3 of them players.
Yeah, but the one thing I would say about that though is with Salah and Lukaku and De Bruyne, we actually had a good team when they were in our squad. Salah couldn't get in the squad because he had Hazard in front of him.
Yeah, I get that, but still though, I think he was a talent though, man.
Yeah,
I mean?
know. What I'm saying is, I think, but yes, anyways, man. Like, look, let's hope these players pick up form, because I'm losing.
Give him a pre-season at least, bro. Give him a pre-season. I said it at the beginning of the season anyway. I think we're more cut out for the Champions League than the Premiership, only because of the physicality of the Premiership, not getting a pre-season. Okay, these players that have all come in, and they've all come to a time when we're going through a COVID, and we're all sitting in a bubble with COVID. Yeah, I mean, come on, man, it's one of them situations. I know it's with all the teams, but we've signed the most players, Alex. We've signed the most players than any other team in the Prem.
DJ, listen, DJ. Next season, I'm going to be looking for that player inside Timo Werner, and if I don't find him. You
guys can all come back. You guys can all come at me as well, because I know I'm always taking.
I don't mind giving him till next season, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see some great improvements.
Just like the fake DJ. The reason why is that it's just at the moment I like Timo Werner. I like the player he is and everything, but I just don't see like where like he could. It's just like I know he can get the goal.
That can be frustrating. I know he's been frustrating, bro. I get. Believe me, he frustrates me as well.
For him to watch and for me to think, okay, so what is he gonna do? Like, is he gonna be better than that? Like, I don't know, man. It's just like sometimes the stuff he does. Sometimes it really wonders me how the hell. It even wonders me how the hell he became a footballer in the first place. I'm sorry.
No.
Like,
That's too much. That's too
lads.
much, Alex. You're pushing it, man. You're pushing it.
No,
You're pushing it, Alex.
I mean, the one thing I'll say, right, yeah, is I've said this as well on your streams before, back. I've said it on Burton's. I've said it on his as well. Basically, right, yeah, you never see a Pep Guardiola give up on a player if they've not done well for one season. They've been bought for a lot of money. You're not going to say, okay, the next day you're out the window, you're gone, man.
Exactly, and you won't see Jurgen Klopp do that as well.
Gundogan,
you won't see Klopp do that either.
What a play he turned out, huh? Sorry, mate. Sorry, Bobby.
No, I'm saying, I suppose it's up to the coach to be able to work on those weaknesses.
And we've got that coach to do it.
I want to give him time. You know, I do, but I adore him. But I was just scared. It's like one of those things where, like, it's like, I don't know. What's an example I could put? It's like, imagine if you had like a girlfriend and she just
I get what you mean, bro.
She's so
I get it.
She does the most annoying
Yeah, I
thing.
know what you mean.
Like,
I know what you mean, mate. I get that.
oh,
I get that.
just,
I mean, I've just been backing Havertz and Werner since they've come in because I think they are two good talented players there. I really do.
I think he's really talented. It's just, oh man. So I don't know. Look, I want to give him time though. I'm saying all this negative stuff, but I want to give him time. Yes.
And we've got the manager to do it now, bro.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
We have to give them time. We have to. We can't.
That's
just, they've come in. They've come in. They're young.
It's like your girlfriend, but she's got a bad breath in it.
Do you know what I mean, man? It's like that.
She's fit, but she's got a bad breath in it.
That's it. Oh damn, man! Shoot, that seriously.
Sorry, Bobby, I cut you off there, man. Apologies.
Yeah, it's all about time. It's all about time.
I remember when people were saying this about Kevin De Bruyne, when Mourinho wasn't playing him, and they're saying, look, and whenever he played, he never really did that much justice to himself, and it was just he was young then, and he had people like Lampard ahead of him, and he needed to be given some time. And only Mourinho was as impatient as some of us, and every few seconds that he was bad, he was off. And you can't do that. I know Werner is very frustrating.
Don't forget, Werner's 25.
He is frustrating.
But he's just got here.
And the thing is, Mourinho played De Bruyne dirty, though, because he started in the first two matches, and he was good. And for some reason, he just then left him out of the side.
Look, Mourinho, to be honest, with De Bruyne, I thought he was so talented. Even when watching him play, the thing is, Mourinho did, he just thought, I'm gonna win how I win, So to be honest, I think that was more Mourinho's fault, and we had one manager at the time. He had more of a manager who was more. If he had a Tuchel,
he did the same. He did the same with Mo Salah,
and the same with Kennedy.
Because what we did, we brought Mourinho in with AVB players, and those are not his type of players. So he wants workhorses, doesn't he? So we got rid of all the creativity. The first thing he did was sell Matter to Manchester United, and so all the flair players were out of the team. And he turned our best flair player, or one of our best flair players, into this aggressive holding type player. That was Oscar, wasn't it? Because Oscar was a talented 10, and he turned him into a Mikel, didn't he?
Yeah.
Call me back.
No, I think McLeod is talking to someone.
I was going to say, who was our manager when we got rid of Nathan? Remember Nathan, another one. He came over, never ever got a chance at Chelsea. Loaned out several times.
Nathan Ake.
No, Brazilian.
Wasn't that Conte?
Was it under
Conte?
He
hasn't done anything.
No, because he's gone back to Brazil, isn't he? He's gone back to Brazil.
What about this guy?
We would have never known, but
I think we had that guy Pierre de Visser, and he came out because we wanted to find on earth the new Neymar, didn't we? At that time, we were going for all these Brazilians. There was that right back as well, wasn't there? Who was that right back we bought?
And we have a Nathan too.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about, not Nathan.
No, we bought this right back, and he never played for us.
He didn't get a chance.
And what about this guy, Lucas Piazon?
So many.
Do we still have him? Is he still on the list? Is he still on Chelsea list?
No, he's gone now.
He's gone now.
After his 51st loan, he had 51 loans that we decided to let him go. So.
Oh man, seriously,
you're gonna get those, aren't you?
Hello, Nami.
I just really think that as frustrating as Werner is, we've got to give him till next season. I think if we just react and get rid of him now, we're going to regret it. He needs that time. Same with Havertz. You can see Havertz is a baller. He's a 21-year-old kid. He's not particularly aggressive, but maybe that's just his game. When he gets in the rhythm and he enforces his game, on a match, he really does things. Somebody was talking about that turn, that he's capable of, that he's not often getting passes. We have to be patient. It's frustrating, I know, because we want them to be ripping up trees.
Yeah.
But we've got them now. They've cost us money. We have to see it through. Yeah. And this is what Tuchel's trying to do.
Yeah. I suppose we've got to get into our head with Havertz is that he's a similar sort of stature to what's his name, the Arsenal Ozil. He's that sort of stature, isn't he?
So I think he's like the next gen. When you think of when you play games and stuff, you always have that next gen player, like who's meant to be the next generation of player.
To be fair with Havertz, you can see he has it. It. Just a matter of get into the form and get into the right mindset and the belief in yourself. The thing is with Werner, Werner doesn't seem to have it. I mean, Werner. No, I'm not trying to be bad on the guy. No, I'm serious. Werner is all about pace. Give him the ball, he'll run, and then he'll come to the defender, and then he'll be like, "What am I supposed to do now?" He doesn't have any skill to go around him. Yeah.
I remember back in the day. Sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
I'll be defending Jasper Gronkia. Chelsea fans used to slate this geezer.
He was
and I always stuck up for him.
Me too, mate. Me too.
Sometimes he'll run faster than the ball.
Yeah.
He was that quick.
It's crossing though. It's quick. But you got to admit, it's crossing left a lot to be desired. Even the goal. Even the goal that got us Roman Abramovich. That was a cross. We went in.
But listen, guys.
And another one. Bolo Zenden was another one. Yeah.
look at that.
Back in the day, man. Zenden.
Back in the day, mate. Back in the day. Yeah. He was a baller back in the day. Back then, no.
Yeah. He was. Nah, Zenden was all right. He was all right.
Going against Manchester United.
For us, unfortunately, when he came to Chelsea, bro, he wasn't that great. Unfortunately, Baggy. Bolo Zenden, unfortunately, mate.
We got Blue Cloud, man. Blue Cloud.
Sorry, Blue.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Go on, Blue Cloud.
I don't like to jump in when you guys are talking. I just want to when there's a little bit of a break, and then look at the style of Havertz. Not Havertz. Sorry, Timo Werner. I see him always running, taking the run, but the defenders and the midfielders cannot find him. So he ended up finding himself in the offside position. Then have to drop back again. Don't you think if he had a player like Luka Modric or maybe Cesc Fabregas, he could find this guy in a very nice position to get goals? Don't you think?
But
I see his runs. I see the runs that he makes, but then he runs and he does this, and the ball never comes.
Yeah,
but he's been found about 45 times this season, and he doesn't hit the target.
Yeah, no.
I agree.
The thing is, Max. The thing is with Havertz, he is the kind of player that plays on the shoulder of the last man.
Yeah.
Is he frozen? Baggy's frozen.
I think he's lagged. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Baggy. Baggy's using 1G Wi-Fi.
Baggy's like Baggy's been a bit like Werner in the box. Let's go free.
This with the ball.
Oh man, you'll come back at you on that one.
But I don't know if you all remember. I mean, don't you remember when we got Mo Salah from Basel after he scored twice against us with Basel? Then he was young and he was fluffing a lot of chances in front of goal.
Yeah, mate.
I lost connection for some reason. Yeah. So the point
Oh, not again.
It's gone again.
You know what Baggy's doing wrong? I think Baggy's using the Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi doesn't work well with the StreamYard.
Max, you still there? I thought you were gonna say, man.
No, he was just puzzled.
What's going on? Another one.
Yeah, Baggy has to connect. He has to connect the
excellent one, bro. Excellent one.
The cable directly to his laptop.
Oh man, I was actually fooled as